Nick finally advised Ben concerning Vivian and Mark. Hello, amazing fam, you're welcome. Thank you for your love and support. I do not take it for granted. So, guys, Nick and Ben were having this discussion, and Nick was just advising Ben that Ben should just be careful, with the way he's acting, that he feels that Ben is overdoing it and becoming so rude lately, that he doesn't really blame him, for the way he's acting, but he should just calm things a bit, that he should not overdo it, because he's making him to even attack those who he's supposed to be their strength. I don't know if this makes sense, because it's obvious that Ben, Mama, and Helen somehow have not been getting along recently based on Ben's action towards Mark. So Nick was advising him that he should be very careful, he should not overdo things, that the only person he needs to kind of concentrate on right now is Vivian, because Vivian is doing everything possible to make sure that there is a disagreement and quarrel between the two brothers. Now Ben is on the other side being defensive, which I do not see anything wrong with what Ben is saying, because Vivian and Mark have actually pushed Ben to the wall. So who is going to be against Ben's reaction? Nobody. But then Nick is just trying to say that Ben should just be calm a bit and not overdo things. Let him not do things in such a way that he will start fighting those who were and still standing by him and all that. So guys, what do you think about this advice? Should Ben take this advice from Nick? Is there any ulterior motive in respect to this advice? Now guys, the sweet part of this episode is that for the first time Helen is beginning to consider Chris. She had a discussion with Mama, and I love Mama's response so much, because I feel like Helen, she understands that she is a woman who also needs to build her own home. Like I always tell people, your mother has built her own home. If you intend to get married, because yes, it's not everybody that wants to get married, but if you actually want to get married, your priority should be how to build a beautiful home for yourself. Okay, so Mama was just advising Helen that Helen should start thinking of herself, but Helen was also concentrating on the fact that if you leave Mama, that she feels that a lot is going to go wrong. Now this is where I'm asking myself, if Helen has all these feelings about Vivian, why is she not doing anything about it? Like I feel like Helen is just so slow when it comes to finding information and uncovering a lot about Vivian. I feel like Helen is not doing the lost job. I don't know what you think. So why Helen and Chris were having this discussion, Vivian came back from God knows where and was eavesdropping, and later on went to attack his baby, or rather her baby, because at this point Mark is just like a baby that Vivian is spoon feeding, and she went to attack Mark. That I don't even know how Vivian think. I don't even understand how Vivian think. I don't even know what Vivian wants, because this minute you want this person out of the house, and the next minute you feel like leaving the house is going to cause a lot to your plan. I don't understand. I don't understand how Chris' marriage to Helen will affect Vivian. You always wanted her to leave the house, and now someone is serious to get her out of the house, and you're still complaining that she was busy, dragging Mark, that Mark, is not man enough, that she thinks for Mark and thinks for herself too, that, Chris is proposing marriage to Helen, that Mark should just be happy that Helen have not accepted yet and all that. And it's the way that, Mark got furious at a point that got me laughing. Like, what is your problem, Oga? These two people are matured adults. Like, there's a difference between adults and really matured adults, okay, who are trying to get to know each other better and see if something can work out within them. Now, you would have You are just acting as if Helen is your younger sister who your friend is trying to, do something that is not right. I mean, why do you think that this guy needs to come and consult you before talking or asking Helen for anything? What do you guys feel about? Vivian's reaction to Helen and Chris discussion? Like, the way she's acting and reacting to the whole thing, is it truly necessary? And why is Ben even feeling like Helen has done something bad? This is a matured lady, for crying out loud. I don't know how that guy reasons. Like, I don't understand. So guys, do you think that Helen and Chris love is at risk right now? Because at the end of the day, Mark was even considering what Vivian said and was asking himself, why will Chris do such a thing? Do you think that what Chris is doing is wrong? Do you think that Chris should have consulted Mark before even asking Helen out and all that? What do you think about this? Like, I find it totally unnecessary. I find it that Mark is just overthinking and overdoing it, because I don't see anything wrong with what Helen and Chris are doing, and I don't feel like Chris should have taken permission from Helen and from Mark before deciding to talk to Helen. And to an extent, Chris and Mark have not been best of friends lately. So what do you guys think? As always, drop your opinion in the comment section. I like reading about them. I like seeing your analysis. Okay, so drop your opinion in the comment section. And if you're yet to follow my page, please follow this page. Let's get to 5,000 followers this week. And if you're watching from my YouTube channel, please do where to subscribe. Click on that subscribe button and turn on bell notification until I come your way with another video. Thank you all, and bye.